My name is Milad MOZARI. I am from Chicago, or coming from Chicago. I am an interdisciplinary artist with a background in sound, but also teaching currently in an architecture program.
I'm Mitsu Salmon. We come from Chicago. I work interdisciplinary. I'm originally from Los Angeles, and my background is primarily in performance, but I also work in installation, drawing, as well as video.
So Mitsu and I did a residence around the archives of her great-grandfather, who's a famous botanist here.
And so we start researching my great-grandfather's work, Ryozo Kanehira, as well as architecture and the history and trees. We also came for a weekend to Taipei and went to the botanical gardens there. And it was there that I found out there were botanists that were doing work about my great-grandfather.
So for the installation that we did at Taipei Artist Village, it's titled Tracing Resonance, and it was our way of creating an immersive environment similar to how we feel about the research that we've done and the archives that we feel we're surrounded by. Not necessarily a participatory environment, but a thing that actually replicates our immersion in the archive for the audience that comes in. And the installation itself is comprised of a few different items. One being original objects from the Taiwan Forestry Institute, which they were incredibly kind to lend us. So there's objects in there that are over 100 years old. Additionally, we have facsimiles or copies of archival images we gathered in the last year during a residency as well as off time in Chicago from the Taiwan Forestry Institute as well as locations in Chicago. So those are laser etched to be shadows on the walls. And alongside those shadows we have shadows of plants that are specific to our research in connection to Kanehira, as well as specific plants for Taiwan or other locations, and having those shadows as videos that play and interact within the space with the objects. And this is in a color space where these shadows play, and the color changes over time, marks different things like red for the sun or indigo, which is in the sky. And so the colors really representing either symbolic things or seasonal aspects of the work, and the shadows of the people being immersed in that.
Yeah, I get there's multiple things that, I mean, just to come here, I think, and it allowed us to really deepen the research. It's very different to like be in Chicago and be reading about the time period and plants in Ryozo Kanehira, which is helpful, as opposed to actually being in Taiwan, in Taipei, and talking to botanists, showing the work, having people give feedback about the work.